So let's move into the empowered learning sections of the project. The project-based learning plan begins with Ignite. In Ignite, you will be inspired to engage in critical thinking and problem solving through relevant, authentic, and meaningful experiences. The Ignite section here focuses on connecting the electromagnetic spectrum and how you can see those waves in the real world all around you. The video that actually starts for you to watch in this section. Let's see. There we go. Awesome. So we have to wait until we get through the advertisement. But the video revisits the electromagnetic spectrum and its properties. But again, it's focused also on the applications and everyday uses of the electromagnetic spectrum, both good and bad. Along with the video, you'll find some think about or discuss questions. You definitely want to think about these questions as you're watching the video, and you're welcome to think about and discuss them with your classmates or your family. You can go to your teacher's office hours to discuss them with your teacher as well. If, as you're watching the video, you run into technical difficulties or you just need some help understanding what they're saying or reviewing what they're saying, there's also full scripts available to you. And the full scripts are both in English and Spanish. And you can access the Spanish version from there in the actual project plan, or if you go into the English version and you want to see it in Spanish, you can get to it from there as well. And once you open that document, it will take you to the Spanish version of the transcript. And so you can follow along or just read it, like I said, if you experience any technical difficulties. Alrighty. And any of those Spanish supports can also be noted with this icon. And even if it's not there, remember that you still do have access to those supports through the 3 icons that you'll see in just a moment here, okay? And don't forget about those as well. So when you get into the read section here, you're going to read all about the electromagnetic waves. Again, how you see them in our everyday world. This is where you're introduced to that gamma rays term. And you talk about some of the properties of the electromagnetic waves. And there's an essential question that you can think about as well. We go into more of the applications. So these are some more good and bads of the electromagnetic waves from the electromagnetic spectrum. And then, as I said, don't forget about those supports that you have through the icons here. The Ignite assignments are the project plan, and this is important. You do want to do this in project plan. And you'll see that it's forcing you to make a copy. That's a good thing. I click make a copy, and now I have my own document. But it's important to use this project plan because it helps you map out your work, how you're going to complete the assignments and the tasks within the project so that you get from the beginning to the end, the entire 3 weeks you can plan out here. What's also important is the reflection piece. You get to think about your work in PBL1, reflect on it so that you know what you want to do differently or better in this particular project, okay? The next assignment for the Ignite assignments is the pictorial diagram. And so when you click on the pictorial diagram, it actually takes you to a Google slideshow. And it'll force you to make a copy. So once you do, the slideshow will be yours. And that's what you want because you're going to be making edits to the slideshow. So when you turn it in, you want to make sure that it's just your edits that are there, okay? The slideshow starts with directions. And so you'll see those directions here. And for this assignment, remember you're going to be identifying harmful effects for specifically the infrared, ultraviolet, and the X-ray waves on the spectrum. So you can use what you learned from the video or the read section, or you can do your own additional research from the World Wide Web. But you'll be using that research to help you complete the actual activity on slide 2. And so you see you'll be clicking here to add your the harmful effects that you've noted for the infrared, ultraviolet, and then the x-rays. The illustration here, the actual diagram, hopefully helps you even more in a visual way to see what the electromagnetic spectrum is and how you can actually see it in your everyday life. The last slide is just a reminder that when you're making these copies, it's forcing you to make a copy. So like I said, it becomes your own document, but you don't want to forget to change the shared settings. And I can show you really quickly how to do that. So you go up to the top right and you say shared. And you do want to go down to the advanced options because you want to change this to anyone with the link. And you want to make sure that anyone with the link can view. Okay. And then once you have that setting, you save it and you're good to go. Okay. So those are the 2 assignments for the Ignite section.